Welcome to another render update. So render is trying to go in the C wave move up right now, which is right here. And we have already formed two waves up. As you can see, we have a 1-2 setup right here. And this could obviously be something entirely different, but for now I think it's a 1-2 setup. And if it is, we should get to the 200% extension right here to form a third wave of the 1-2 setup right here. It naturally labeled this, so this was the 1-2 setup. Now we need a third wave, which should get to at least $6.30. Then we need a fourth wave move down and a fifth wave move up. And once we get these 5 waves, I will be able to confirm that the B wave low right here is in, and that we are heading in a C wave move to the outside. And then of course, after we do that, that will form a first wave, and that will only be the first wave of that C wave. And of course, after that, you can expect a second wave move down, which I will give you a support region for after we get the first wave high. And after the second wave move down, we're gonna get a third wave move up, which should get us to about $9.73, which is a 200% extension of this 1-2 setup right here. And once we get there, that will form the C wave of this AB structure. And the C wave will form the third wave of this 1-2 setup. So we obviously still have to do some work, but Render has a lot of potential right now because it's in a 1-2 setup. It's holding support levels quite well. I believe we also have a trend line of sorts right here. So we are in an uptrend right now. And something to keep in mind is that we got rejected by the bull market support bands. So if we want to stay bullish, at least in the short term, we need to get above the bull market support band. And as you can see, the 200% extension right here is exactly at the bull market support band. So this area right here is going to be very important. If we get rejected by this area and we do not manage to get to the 200% extension, I think it's going to be very likely that we get another low in the B wave right here. And that would not be good because the B wave is not really allowed to go below $4.43 because then we will invalidate the whole 1-2 setup or the AB structure. And of course, you could say that this is an overextended B wave to the downside, but that doesn't really happen that often. And if it does happen, then I think it's going to be very likely that render gets another low in the main second wave move down right here. As you can see, the second wave move down only went to the 0.618 extension. So if we do get another low and we go to the 0.786 extension, I mean, who's to say that we will not get another low in the second wave right here as well, and we will invalidate the whole 1-2 setup that I have on the chart. And if we do invalidate this setup, we would also invalidate another 1-2 setup, which is this one right here. Now let me explain what this is again, for those who did not watch my previous videos. So let's start with the bear market low. After hitting the bear market low in June of 2022, we formed 2 waves up, and then a third wave and a fourth wave and a fifth wave, and that formed the first main wave of this cycle. Then after that, we got a second wave move down right here, which formed an ABC structure. And then after the second wave move down, we formed a 1-2 setup of a third wave, which is right here. And right now we're in a 1-2 setup of this 1-2 setup. So we're in a 1-2 setup of this third wave right here, which is the third wave of this 1-2 setup. And this is also the third wave of the main third wave. And if we want to keep this count valid, we are not allowed to go below this low right here, which is at about, let's say, $3.32. And why is that? Well, that would invalidate this 1-2 setup, and it would mean that the wave count is wrong. Right now, it does not look like it's wrong. As you can see, it almost invalidated the whole setup, but this low did not quite get below these lows right here. So technically, you could say that the setup is not invalidated, which is good. And if we want to continue with this, if we want to continue with the fact that we are still in a 1-2 setup, then we need to stay above that low. And if we break down right now and we do not hold support levels, then yeah, we have not managed to do that. However, if we start going up right now, and if we do go in a third wave move to the upside of the white 1-2 setup, the third wave should go up in 5 waves, or at least in 3 waves, but usually we get 5 waves, and we should get to at least $23.87 in that third wave, which is the 200% extension of this 1-2 setup. Now, this could obviously play out differently. I mean, this does not have to play out like this, but, to me, this seems like a realistic wave count. Now let's continue. Once we get that third wave, then we'll need a fourth wave move down and a fifth wave move up, and the fifth wave will complete the third wave right here, which is the green third wave, and that is the third wave of the main third wave. Then after that you can expect a fourth wave move down, and then a fifth wave move up, which will very likely be the bull market high for this cycle, and that will complete the main third wave move to the upside. Then after that, we'll need a fourth wave move down, which is very likely going to be a bear market, and this is most likely going to take a year or two. And then after that, the next bull market will be the fifth wave move up, which obviously needs to go above the third wave, and it will most likely put us at new all-time highs again in 2029. So yeah, I don't think we will complete these 5 waves in this cycle. I don't think that's realistic. But we should complete at least 3 waves, in my opinion. Now, I don't know how high the third wave will go. It could theoretically go to like $50, maybe even $1, but that's a hopium count right now. You'd have to keep in mind that Render already went up from about 27 cents to about $14, so it already had a huge pump, a pump of about, let's see, 5,000% already, so you cannot expect it to go up another 5,000% from where it's at right now. But in my opinion, it is realistic that Render goes up another 10x from where it's at. Because if you don't know, Render currently has a market cap of about $2 billion. So is it unrealistic to think that maybe Render will be able to go up another 10x and get to a market cap of like $20 billion in this bull market? I don't think that's unrealistic. I mean, we have not even had an altcoin season yet, and if we do get an altcoin season, I mean, Render is most likely going to continue going up. Now, of course, you could say that Render already had an altcoin season, and maybe that's true. Maybe Render will not go up as much as the other altcoins in the upcoming altcoin season. But that does not mean that it will not go up. I don't think it will start going down if the other altcoins will do a 5 to 10 to 20x from where they're at right now. So it's very likely that Render still does another 10x from this low right here, or maybe from where we're at right now. So in my opinion, it is realistic to get like $60 in this cycle. I mean, theoretically, we could get to even a market cap of around 40 billion. And honestly, that would not be the most unrealistic thing, because I'm still expecting Bitcoin to hit about 200k in this cycle and get to maybe the 2.618 extension or maybe the 3.618 extension. And if Bitcoin gets to these numbers like here, it needs to go up another 4x from where it's at right now, which means that the market cap also needs to go up 4x. And right now, the market cap of Bitcoin is around, let's say, $1 trillion. If it goes up another 3 trillion, I mean, Render could even get to a market cap of around 100 billion, and it would not be even close to the market cap of Bitcoin if Bitcoin reaches like 200k. So it could theoretically happen, but obviously that's hopium right now. We don't know what will happen. I'm still expecting Bitcoin to go up, but, you know, maybe Render will not follow it. We'll have to wait and see what happens with this. But in my opinion, we should still complete at least this third wave right here. I mean, maybe my wave count is wrong. Maybe this is a 1, 2, 3, 4 step up, and we only need another 5th wave move up. Even so, we still need to get another high, and that high could easily put us at like $40 at least. So there's no reason to be bearish on this chart, in my opinion. I don't know why you would be bearish right now. I mean, that's only gone up. And if we look at the RSI, the monthly RSI is currently at 54, and if you look at the price, it does not really go down that much. Of course, it went down from about $15, but actually $13 to about $4 or so, but, you know, that's not that much. And even though that's not that much, when you look at it from a monthly perspective, when you look at it from an RSI perspective, the RSI actually cooled off quite a lot, so if we want to go up right now, we actually can, because we are not overbought on the RSI, which is a good sign. So if we do go up another 10x from where we're at right now, that would most likely put us at the overbought territory again, and once we get there again, then that's when the bear market will start and it will cool off just like it did in the previous cycle right here. So yeah, that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed. Check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts. Check out our gold memberships if you want us to cover a specific altcoin for you. Like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.